Your voice, your opinion, your community. Fact TV, free speech protected.
Think of your fellow man, lend him a helping hand, put a little love in your heart. You see it's getting late, oh please don't hesitate, put a little love in your heart. And the world will be a better place, and the world will be a better place for you and me. You just wait and see, wait and see. Hello there. Welcome to Grandma Kitty's house, and I'm Grandma Kitty, of course. I was just doing a little bit of cleaning there. Sorry about that. I didn't know you were there. I was just singing one of my favorite songs. That one is Put a Little Love in Your Heart by Jackie DeShannon, and you want to check that out. That's really a nice song. It talks about being kind to other people. And speaking of being kind, did you know that there's a special day in February that Valentine's Day. Yes, you're right. Valentine's Day is in February, and that is definitely a special day. But that's not the day I'm talking about. On February 17th, it is National Random Acts of Kindness Day. Isn't that cool? A day set aside to honor random acts of kindness. So I have a book here. Oh, let's see. This is just perfect for today. This is called Planting Seeds of Kindness. It's written by Rose Bunting, illustrated by John Bajat. So this will be a perfect day to read a book about kindness, isn't it? All right, let's read it together. Wake up, little one. Let's start our day. And remember that kindness goes a long way. My mommy looks really busy today. I'll help by putting our breakfast away. Oh, isn't that nice of him to help put breakfast away? Someone new is on our bus. Your first day here? Come sit with us. Have you ever had a first day at school where you're really nervous because you don't know anyone? Isn't it nice for someone to invite you to come sit with them and be a friend to you? Oh, that is kind. Your cookie fell under your chair? Have half of mine. It's fun to share. Oh, that is so nice for him to share his cookie. Officer Hedgehog looks brave in all blue. Thanks, Officer Hedgehog, for all that you do. Oh, look at that, just saying thank you. That's a nice thing. Mrs. Mole's front yard is full of weeds. Some helpful hands are what she needs, helping Mrs. Mole with her garden. Hi, Grandpa, I just wanted to call to say I love you best of all. Oh, that is a kind thing to do too, isn't it? I'll do your hair, you do mine. What's better than sharing bathtub time? And there they are splashing together. Little seeds of kindness planted all day through, growing hearts like flowers, all because of you. Oh, isn't that a nice book? Talking about some of the kind little things we can do just to brighten somebody's day and help them feel better. All right, so today I thought we could talk about acts of random kindness. Now, most people say random acts of kindness, but I thought I would call it acts of random kindness because the acronym is ARK. A-R-K, Acts of Random Kindness. You know what the ARK is, right? Oh, look, I have a picture of it here. Can you see this? It's a bit of a dark picture, and it's kind of hard to see. But the ARK was a big boat that Noah built, and he brought the animals on 2 by 2, 2 giraffes and 2 elephants and 2 zebras and 2 tigers and 2 lions, and that reminds me. I saw a cute saying the other day that said, fight like you're the third monkey trying to get on Noah's Ark. Isn't that cute? Oh no, it doesn't mean fight with your fist. Oh no, no, not at all. It just means don't give up. Even when your situation looks hopeless, just don't give up. So, okay, so I made a poster of random things that we could do, random acts of kindness. So, why don't we go through that together? I kind of randomly threw, you know what random means, don't you? Random means without method or conscious decision. It means you don't put a lot of thought into it. Like if you see something and you think, oh, that would be the kind thing to do, you just go and do it. You don't sit there and think, now, should I do it or should I not do it? You just do it, you know? And so I didn't sit here and measure this all out and chart it all out. I just kind of randomly threw them on there. But let's go through it together, okay? So this one is smile. Did you know a smile can go a long way? If someone's having a bad day, you know, a smile might just cheer them up and make them feel better. So, and it's such a simple thing, isn't it? How about this one? Offer help. If you see somebody with their hands full and they're struggling, you know, having trouble carrying something like your mom and dad trying to carry the groceries in, you could offer help and say, here, Mom, let me help you carry that, or laundry or whatever. Or how about your backpack so that Mom doesn't have to carry all the backpacks in? You could carry your own backpack. Yeah, so offer help. How about give a compliment? Oh, don't you feel good when people compliment you about something? You know, you could compliment others, tell them, oh, I like your outfit, or your hair looks really nice today, and just give them some kind of a compliment to brighten their day up. I like this one. Do something without being asked. You could do something like pick up your toys or clean your bedroom or do your the bedtime routine. You know, you could try to make it a game and see if you could do something without Mom having a chance to even ask you. That would be fun. All right, how about make someone laugh? They say laughter is the best medicine. You just feel good when you can laugh. So just make somebody. You don't know how to make people laugh? Oh well, you could tell a joke or read a funny story to them. You know, my grandchildren make me laugh sometimes just by being cute and some of the cute things they say. All right, how about this one? Pick up trash. If you see paper or something on the ground or the floor, like a gum wrapper or a candy wrapper, you could always pick it up. Even if it's not your trash, you could always pick it up and just throw it in the rubbish. Now some trash you probably should check with Mom before you touch it, because some trash is germy and not safe to touch. So some of it you should check with Mom. But if it's just paper, then you could pick that up and throw it away. How about this one? Be a good listener. Now, I will admit, I have trouble with that one. I am not always a good listener. I'm more likely to be the one trying to give advice. But, you know, everybody needs to be heard. And sometimes people just need someone to sit back and listen to them. You know, maybe they just have something they need to talk to somebody about. And, you know, just be a good listener. That would be a random act of kindness. Yeah. How about visit a friend? Or a grandparent, or a neighbor maybe. Yeah, grandparents love visits from their grandchildren, but always make sure that Mom or Dad know where you are. Don't decide to go visit the neighbor and not tell Mom or Dad. So make sure Mom or Dad know where you are. This one is a simple one. Return the shopping cart. When you go to the store, and you take the shopping cart out to the car, rather than just leaving it in the middle of the parking lot, take a few extra steps and put it back where it belongs. You know, somebody's got to go pick those carts up. You can't just leave them out in the parking lot. You know, the wind could blow them into somebody's car, or they could take up a parking space that somebody needs, and somebody's got to go pick them up. So just make a few extra steps and go put it back where it belongs. That would be a kind thing to do. All right, how about feed the birds or your pets? You know, kindness doesn't have to, you know, pertain to just people. You know, you can be kind to animals too. And just think, you know, if a bird's out there in the cold and he's hungry, just think how good he would feel, how happy he would be if you threw out some bird seed for him or some crumbs of bread or something. And your pets too, just think how happy it would be that you remembered to feed them so they don't have to go hungry. Huh. All right, how about hold the door open? Have you ever been behind the door, heading out the door, and somebody just drops it and it almost hits you in the face? That's a pretty rude thing to do, isn't it? Yeah, oh yes, it is. Yeah, so that wouldn't be something you want to do to somebody else. So, you know, it'd be nice to hold the door for the person behind you, or if you see somebody with their hands full and struggling, you could run over and open the door for them. That would be a kind thing to do too. Yeah, so how about say thank you? Now that's another way to use manners and impress other people. Just saying please and thank you can make such a difference. Imagine how impressed your mom or your teacher would be if you said please or thank you without having to be reminded. And that's a kind thing to do. Yeah. How about volunteer at a soup kitchen or a food shelf? Have you ever volunteered before? Do you know what that means? It means to work someplace without expecting to get paid for it in any way. But when my son was younger, we would go to the food shelf, the friendly meals, and we would help serve meals. And volunteering, it's a kind thing to do. And you know what? It's rewarding. It makes you feel good that you did something to help somebody else just because you wanted to and it was the right thing to do. So down here, the last one, donate to a worthy cause. Now, do you know what donate means? It means to give something away, and usually money. You don't have any money to give away? Well, let me tell you. Here's an idea. You know when you go to McDonald's, there's these containers mounted to the counter with a slot in the top, and those are boxes to collect for the Ronald McDonald House Charities. And those that charity that helps to provide housing for people who have families that have sick kids in the hospital. So when you go to get your food, you could always say to whoever you're with, mom or dad or your grandparents, could I put the change in that box? That would be a kind thing to do, and then it would help those families that need a place to stay while their child's in the hospital. But you know, also you could donate other things like food or clothing. You could ask mom or dad if there's some food in the cupboard that you could donate to the food shelf to help some needy people that don't have food to eat. Or how about this? You could go through your closet or your bureau and find clothes that don't fit you anymore or clothes that you don't wear, and you could donate those. There's Planet Aid boxes or drop-off boxes for clothing all over the place, and you could pack up the clothes that you don't wear and drop them in those boxes to help other people. And then we were talking about volunteering your time, so you could donate some time too and help out with like community events. Community events are a lot of fun, but you know what? It takes people to make them work. Someone has to set things up, and someone has to put things away, and someone has to man the event, and so they're fun, but it takes a lot of work. So you could always volunteer and donate some of your time. So, oh, look at that. Isn't that a lot of good ideas of random acts of kindness that we can do? Isn't that a lot of good ideas, huh? So now I have another game we're going to play here. And this is the game, Who Said It? So I'm going to read you some quotes, and you tell me who you think said it. All right, so here are your choices right here. Let me just set this up right here. All right, so you have a choice of, wait a minute, I gotta pull it back so I can see. It might be an American rabbi, it could be an English princess, a former president, a pilot who made history, a famous writer, a popular singer, or anonymous. Do you know what anonymous means? That means nobody really knows who said it or who wrote it. So let me set this up here, and I'll read you the quote, and you tell me who you think said it. All right, and we got this set up okay? All right, so here is the quote. Wait a minute. All right, here we go. We can't help everyone, but everyone can help someone. Who do you think said that? I like that one. We can't help everyone, can we? Huh? There's too many people in the world, but we can all help someone, can't we? Yes, we can. So who do you think said that? You think the English princess? Oh, let's see. Ronald Reagan. Do you know who Ronald Reagan was? He was a former president. He was our 40th president. So that one was said by Ronald Reagan. All right, how about this one? Kindness is the language which the deaf can hear and the blind can see. Do you know what that means? It doesn't matter if you can't hear or you can't see. You still can tell if someone's being kind to you, right? Who do you think said that one? You think the English princess again? Oh, it was Mark Twain. Do you know who Mark Twain was? He was the famous writer. He was the one who wrote The Adventures of Tom Sawyer and Huckleberry Finn. All right, how about this? A single act of kindness throws out roots in all directions, and the roots spring up and make new trees. That one's kind of interesting, isn't it? Let's talk about it a little bit. Throws out a single act of kindness throws out roots in all directions, and the roots spring up and make new trees. So we were talking about planting seeds of kindness. So if you think of like your seeds just getting thrown out and taking root and springing up and growing like a new garden, or in this case, trees she was talking about. Who do you think said that? The English princess again? No. Amelia Earhart. You know who Amelia Earhart was? She was the pilot who made history. Do you know how she made history? She was the first woman to fly all by herself in her plane across the Atlantic Ocean. And she did some other interesting things too, but that's what she's most known for. All right, how about this one? Carry out a random act of kindness with no expectation of reward, safe in the knowledge that one day someone might do the same for you. So that means carry out a random act of kindness and don't expect anything in return, but know that, maybe someday someone will do something kind for you too. Who do you think said that? The popular singer? You gave up on the English princess? Guess what? That one was the English princess. That was Princess Diana that said that. Do you know who Princess Diana was? She was Prince Harry and Prince William's mother, and she was loved by the world. The world just loved Princess Diana. Yeah, so that was her quote. All right. I've been searching for ways to heal myself, and I found that kindness is the best way. So that says that kindness will help heal yourself. If you do something kind, it makes you feel good, makes your head feel good, makes your heart feel good. And if your head and heart feel good, then the rest of you feels good too. So do you know who said that one? It was the popular singer. It was actually Lady Gaga. Wait a minute here. I've got her name. Do you know what Lady Gaga's name is? Let me find it here. It is Stephanie Joanne Angelina Germanotta. No wonder she goes by Lady Gaga. That's much easier, isn't it? All right. Do things for people not because of who they are or what they do in return, but because of who you are. That means don't do something for somebody else just because they're the principal and you want to impress them, or there's somebody important and you want to impress them, or because you think they'll do something nice for you. Do it because of who you are. You're a kind person. So just do kind things because that's who you are. You're just a kind person. Do you know who said that? Rabbi Harold S. Kushner. He's the American rabbi up here. A rabbi is a Jewish leader. And he's the one who wrote When Bad Things Happen to Good People. You might have heard about that book before. All right. This is our last one. Kindness makes you the most beautiful person in the world, no matter what you look like. Oh, I like that one. Don't you like that one? That means it doesn't matter whether you're tall or thin or short or fat or dark or light or pretty or ugly. I don't like to ever say anyone's ugly, but it doesn't matter what you look like. If you're kind, people know it. It makes you beautiful. And you know who said that? Anonymous. Such a nice quote, and we don't even know who said it. All right, well, that was a fun game. Did you enjoy it? I thought that was a lot of fun, and it's got a lot of nice things about kindness for us to think about. All right, so we need to move on to Move and Groove. Do you remember what we did last time? Last time we did I Could Sing of Your Love Forever, and I like that song, so let's do that again. All right, and remember that when we move and groove, it makes our heart happy. So hop up off that couch and get ready to move and groove with me. Here we go.
Over the mountains and the sea, your river runs with love for me, and I will open up my heart and
forever. And it's such a nice song. I don't care if it goes on forever. Oh, all right, we need to move on to our bee basket. And I have something exciting to show you. Look at what I found. I went shopping with my husband, and look, I found a bee bag. Isn't that really cool? There's a bee on it. Now this is a honeybee. Let me show you. Remember, our bee bag is the things that we want to be. Now this is a bumblebee. Bumblebees are yellow and black striped, and they're big, round bodies that are fuzzy and tiny little wings. And did you know that technically they can't fly? You know, they got tiny little wings that just aren't in the right proportion for their body, but don't tell them they can't fly because they don't know that. So this one is a honeybee, and honeybees are very important. Do you know why honeybees are so important? Because they cross-pollinate our plants, and they help the vegetables and fruits grow, and so they're very important. Plus they make honey, and I just love honey. All right, so let's see what we have in our bee bag. Oh, look at that. We have Be Kind. We were talking about Be Kind last time. It fits right in with our theme today, doesn't it? So do you remember last time we talked about some of the words that mean, that kind can mean, like friendly and generous, considerate, sympathetic, pleasant, or charitable? So I came up with this acronym for kind. Remember Acts of Random Kindness? The acronym was ARC. So I came up with this. How about keep investing in nice deeds? Do you know what it means to invest? It means to put something into something else. Like if you have a savings account and you put money into it, it'll continue to grow. So if we keep investing in nice deeds, it will continue to grow. I've got an example here for you. Like I brought my bank. Now I know that this is my bank. Do you know how I know? Because it's got my name on it, for one thing. See, it says Kitty Cash. So I know it's mine. And another way I know is it's empty. There's nothing in there. I probably took all the money out and bought something for my grandchildren. So anyway, let me give you an example. We'll call this our kindness bank, okay? So if you do something kind for somebody, it's like making an investment, dropping money right in there. You do one kind thing after another, after another, after another. And then, you know, if you do a kind thing for somebody else, they might do a kind thing for somebody else, and they might do a kind thing for somebody else. And it could just go on and on. And all these people doing kind things for each other, one kind deed, could lead to another, after another, after another. And pretty soon, listen, you've got something in your kindness bank. You could have a whole bank full of kindness. Isn't that a pretty neat idea? Being kind, it just grows and grows and grows. Oh, I just think that's wonderful. So I have a poem here that I wanted to read to you. And this is, I found this on ABC with Miss D. And it says, when someone's sad and feeling blue, there's so much kindness you can do. Lend a hand or lend an ear to say, I'm a friend and I'm right here. You'll cheer them up and soon you'll find how great it feels to just be kind. And that was written by Caroline Donnellon. And then you remember that song I was singing at the beginning, Put a Little Love in Your Heart? Well, one of those verses says, I hope when you decide kindness will be your guide. Put a little love in your heart. And an act of kindness in your bank too, huh? Can you imagine what a wonderful world it would be if everyone was kind to each other? It would just be a happy place to live, wouldn't it? Yes, it would be so nice if everybody was just kind to each other. So I think that just about does it for us today. I gave you a lot of ideas on how to be kind, and so, you know, being kind helps make the world a better place. So you take care, you be safe and healthy and happy, and you see how many kind things you can do for people today. And always remember that Grandma Kitty is thinking about you and hoping that you are having a great day. So you take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.